This
Delma,
is
my wife and I have been talking about the problems we are having with the mail.
This cannot be real.
The postal battalion?
It's not real. Nobody would make a show about this.
This is our mission! And we will not fail!
Oh my god, it is real.
Oh my God!
Allow me to pose you a question, dear viewer. When you think of the heroes of the Second World War, what do you imagine in your mind? Could it be the first wave of British and American soldiers who went ashore into a storm of fire and metal on the beaches of Normandy? Maybe the Soviet conscripts, starving and badly equipped, who charged to almost certain death across the frozen, blasted hellscape of Stalingrad? Perhaps the Marines slogging through the steaming jungles and islands of the Pacific.
Not again.
I mean, to be honest, look, I think of some white guys and probably some black people here and there, but mostly like white guys. That's what I think about like World War II. But what is the movie of? I'm just tired. I'm just sick and tired. I don't care if I know it's kind of ironic because I'm black, but I don't care if you put black people in this stuff and try to like it's just weird. Like if we weren't a big part of history or like it's not our culture or whatever. Like this goes back even to like what was that who's that Egyptian movie who they changed it, had black people in it, and they had what's her name as a black woman. Like I'm like they're not even black over there. Like this is killing me. I don't care. I don't care. Stop trying to change history. Like we say it's wrong and it's racist, blah blah blah, all this other stuff when they make a black person and change the ethnicity to like white or something, and we get all mad about that. Then we go over here, make movies and stuff, and changing the ethnicity of these other people. Like, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. I swear, like, not everyone, not every black person, but a lot of them are like a lot of black people are like hypocrites. Like, oh yeah, you can't do this. You're cultural appropriation, all that good stuff. Then we just turn around and it's like, yeah, we're gonna change this person. They're black now, and if you get mad about it, you're racist. It's like, why? I,
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Against a fanatically determined enemy. Well, if your answer fell into any of those categories, then clearly
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up.
because as everyone knows, the truly heroic battle of the Second World War was sorting a backlog of undelivered mail. I can't.
Is that what this movie's about?
Here? That right there is the subject of Netflix's compelling new show, The 6 AAA, based on the real-life exploits. Wait, is exploits really the word I'm looking for here? The real-life administrative task that was carried out by the American 6,888th Central Postal Directory Battalion during World War II. And no, I'm not making this up. And I know this totally isn't how unit designations work, but I really love the idea that there's almost 7,000 postal battalions in the US Army. We don't get much fighting done in this here army, but goddamn, our letters arrive on time every time. The gist of the show, and I'm gonna do my best to make this sound as dramatic as possible here, is that by 1944 there was a massive backlog of mail to and from the hundreds of thousands of men fighting on the front lines in Europe. Naturally, this was bad for morale because soldiers like to get news from their families back home, so the army assigned the 6 888 Battalion to tackle the problem. And they did, by working quickly and efficiently to sort and deliver letters. I mean, that's it really.
Oh my gosh, really? They made a show about that? And guess you gotta make a show about anything. Like, okay, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. I just don't care, and maybe I just don't care. Like, you're just mail carriers. I don't care about that. Like, what? How can they make this show interesting? Okay, how? They're not out there fighting. They're not out there risking their life. They're just getting. Okay, they're gonna embellish some stuff. Let's go on. Let's watch a 6-minute video.
So why exactly were Netflix keen to make a multi-million-dollar TV show about it?
You mean the White Women's Army Corps? Or is there another?
Well, I think you know why. Isn't it funny when studios are fully aware that their output's grown so ridiculous that it's literally become a meme, and instead of course correcting to prove their detractors wrong, they just say, fuck it, we're going all in, boys. Like, I can totally get behind the idea of telling lesser known stories or promoting the unsung heroes of World War II, especially ones from more diverse backgrounds that you don't tend to hear much about, and there's a plethora of stuff to choose from if you care to look for it. Like Virginia Hall, a distinguished OSS field agent who worked in occupied Europe, created an entire spy network by herself, helped to arm French commandos, and was the only female civilian to receive the Distinguished Service Cross.
That would be fucking dope to watch a show or a movie about that. That would be dope.
Or the Tuskegee Airmen, an all-black fighter unit who flew bomber escort missions over Europe and were credited with destroying or damaging over 400 enemy aircraft. Or
That would be dope too. See, that's what I mean. Do a story about that.
Ludmila Pavlichenko, a Russian sniper known as Lady Death by her enemies, who was the most successful female sniper of the war with over 300 confirmed kills. Or Vernon Baker, an African-American soldier who personally took out 3 German machine gun nests, a command post and a dugout after his platoon was pinned down by superior German forces and was eventually awarded the Medal of Honor. Or the
That would be he's cooking right now. Like, these stories would be cool, and he even mentioning black ones. Like, come on, like, but about the fucking mail, come
Night Witches, an all-female bomber regiment who took to the air in rickety old biplanes that were so overloaded the pilots couldn't even carry parachutes, who flew in pitch darkness and attacked German positions all along the Eastern Front. I could go on and on for hours listing people and groups who fought and often died for their countries in World War II and deserve a lot more recognition than they got, whose stories would lend themselves pretty easily to a movie or TV show, and you're telling me that this is the best you could come up with? Fucking postal workers? I mean, no disrespect whatsoever to the real-life women who actually did this work. I'm sure it was long and tedious and demanding by today's standards, but describing their story as heroic is a bit of a stretch, don't you think? It's not like they were fighting on the front lines and risking life and limb to deliver vital communications that would turn the tide of battle or anything. They were—
And that's my point. Like, they weren't out there fighting. Like, he just named so many people, so many stories, and half of them were black. Like, oh my gosh, why this? I don't understand, like, why they do stuff like this. I don't know. I know they're trying to pander to, like, the black people, black audience and everything, but it's not good. It's not good. Like, think about if there's a lot of people who probably don't know a lot about World War II history, right? And they're like, they see this movie on Netflix and they see this and they're like, is this all that black people did for World War II? Deliver some mail? Come on, Netflix, do better. Like, he just named so many stories y'all could have done and made us look so cool.
Were sorting mail in an admin building in England, and they didn't even get there until February 1945 when the war was practically over. Sorry ladies, but paper cuts and cold coffee isn't quite the same level of danger as storming an enemy bunker or facing down a German Tiger tank. Tell me, what else have you got in store for us, Netflix? The inspirational story of Bob from accounts and his attempts to file his backlog of TPS reports before the end of the tax year? Brenda's heroic last-minute push to have that PowerPoint presentation ready in time for the big corporate seminar? Larry refusing to let a shortage of printer ink stop him from displaying warnings about leaving unwashed dishes in the break room? Fuck you, Larry, I do what I want. Like I said, I'm all for recognizing the lesser-known contributions made during the war, but I don't think this is the way to go about it. Trying to frame every single person who performed even the most basic admin tasks in the safest environment possible as a hero isn't just a disingenuous attempt to pretend that chosen demographic group number 2 contributed just as much as everyone else, but it's pretty fucking disrespectful to the actual heroes who fought and died for their countries. Those two things are not the same, so stop trying to pretend that they are. And honestly, it's tough to think of a better example of modern Hollywood entitlement and hubris, not to mention the complete lack of hardship and adversity faced by writers today, that this is what they consider a heroic and inspirational story. And as tempted as I am to watch it just for the unintentional lols, I think I'm gonna have to give the 6888 a dishonorable discharge. At ease, soldiers, because that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
I totally I'm sorry. I agree. I agree with him. Like, well, as a black person, I'm like, why? Because, like I said at the beginning, like, I was thinking because there's a lot of examples where, you know, we changed the race of something to be a black person, and like, it's just wrong. You know, we say it's wrong when, you know, white people do it or any other race does it, but we do it, and you know, so I thought that's what this was going to be, but no, it's like, and this is what we get. This is what they think of us, like, and especially it's a full cast of black women, and this is like, yeah, we're gonna tell this, like, y'all didn't do anything else useful. You're getting this. We're gonna make a story about this. Like, come on. I'm done. I like his video. Okay, it was good. If you disagree or agree with him or not or whatever, give him a like. And he already has 2.1 million subscribers. I'm gonna give him a subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe to him. But I enjoyed the video. He made a lot of good points, and he made sense more than I did. But if you want, give me a like. I'll put more videos up here, and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you next time.